you know you can apply for an exemption on the withholding tax applied to the interest your bank account accumulates? I'm Tiffny Rhodius. Let's talk tax. Public officials, this you can't miss. Importing a motor vehicle under 4 years old, you would be happy to know that the taxes have been reduced. If the vehicle is less than 1500 cc, the excise tax rate is now 0%. If the vehicle is between 1500 to 1800 cc and 1800 to 2000 cc, then the excise tax rate is now 10% instead of the previous 30%. Public officers will also be exempted from import duties and VAT. Commercial banks and other financial institutions are required by law to deduct withholding tax at the rate of 20% on the interest your savings account earns.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Rest assured, this tax does not apply to the money in your savings account. Rather, it is applied to the interest your savings accumulates while at the bank or financial institution.
Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
A person who is resident in Guyana can apply for the exemption if they are 60 years or older or incapacitated by illness or infirmity in accordance with Sections 3, 1 and 2 of the Income Tax Act.
I am shooketh.
When we return from the break, I will share how you can apply for an exemption from the withholding tax applied to interest-bearing accounts.
Kevin? Like you're going foreign, boy?
Foreign by right in Josh and I got to go and get my driver's license.
Hey, like you get them buzzing here, what, buddy? You mean by the time you left for the integrated regional tax office that are right around the corner, forgot tilt to Georgetown?
Living out of Georgetown, don't let the prospect of getting your license drive you crazy. The Guyana Revenue Authority has integrated regional tax offices in Parika, Anna Regina, New Amsterdam, Criverton, Bartica, Linden, and Lethem, equipped to process applications for the plastic card ID type driver's licenses. If you have a cardboard cover or a red book license, don't stress. You can easily get it renewed at any of our regional offices. GRA, your partner in development.
I am Balwan Prasad, driver for the past 10 years. Over the years that I have been driving, I always make sure that I buckle up, I observe the 5C, and most importantly, make sure that I renew my driver's license at least 3 months before the expiration date.
Welcome back to Talk Tax. We're talking about the withholding tax applied to interest-bearing accounts. The GRA can issue a deduction order letter to stop commercial banks and financial institutions from deducting the withholding tax on your interest-bearing accounts. So how do you apply for this letter?
Spill the tea, sis.
You will need to visit the compliance unit of any GRA office. Ensure you have a valid ID. Your passport or a national ID card will do. You will also need to present bank statements or a bank book for the entire year. If someone is making the application on your behalf, they will need a letter of authorization in addition to these documents.
Write that down, write that down!
The process to apply for a deduction order letter is same day. When you collect your letter, you can take a copy to your bank. The letter is valid for 1 year, which means you will have to apply for the exemption annually. However, an exemption is made for persons who are incapacitated or are 70 years or older. Your letter will be valid until revoked by the GRA. If you qualify for exemption from the withholding tax applied to interest-bearing accounts, you may also qualify for a refund.
Oh, I can just smell the money already.
If you are older than 60 years and applying for an exemption for the first time, you can visit the refunds department with a valid ID, bank statements, or bank book and a copy of the deduction order letter. The GRA will process your refund of the withholding tax on previous years after turning 60 years. Refunds will be paid into your bank account. You can call Tax Advisory Services to get more information on applying for a deduction order letter. Don't forget to follow us on our social media and like and subscribe to our YouTube page. Stay safe, everyone.